The Chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamawa, retired, has called for sustained national support for the alternative development program aimed at curbing illicit drug cultivation and boosting the national security. Mawa made the appeal in Abuja while briefing the journalists on a pilot scheme that launched on 3 cannabis growing communities in Ondo State, Iluabo, Ifon, and Eleo. He explained that the initiative goes beyond the crop substitution, focusing on improving the rural livelihoods, enhancing the food security, reducing crime, and easing pressure on law enforcement agencies. Describing the program as people-centered, Amawa said it addresses the root causes of illicit drug production by providing a sustainable agricultural and economic alternatives to cannabis farming. The NDLEA Chairman urged the federal and state governments, traditional rulers, development partners, the private sector, and civil society groups to support the program for nationwide expansion, noting that host communities in Ondo State have embraced the initiative. He disclosed that cannabis remains Nigeria's most widely used illicit drug, with over 10 million users, and accounts for more than 75% of illicit drugs seized by the NDLEA in the past 5 years. Amawa therefore expressed confidence that the program, aligned with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, would improve livelihoods, enhance public health, and strengthen the national security.
This press conference, therefore, affords us the opportunity to brief Nigerians and the international community on one of such interventions outside our regular law enforcement efforts. This significant game-changing strategy is the Alternative Development Program, an initiative fully aligned with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Alternative development, in a nutshell, is about giving illicit cannabis growers an alternative source of legitimate income through the growing of licit crops like cassava, maize, cowpeas, cocoa, vegetables, and so on, coupled with other interventions that would lead to their achieving sustainable livelihoods and economic empowerment. It is against this backdrop that the NDLEA, with strong support from the federal government and our international partners, has adopted alternative development as a core pillar of our drug control efforts and a veritable counterpart, a scale that underscores the entrenched and commercialized nature of the trade. These illicit farms are clustered and interconnected, hinting at organized networks that not only supply domestic demand, but also facilitate trafficking beyond Nigeria's borders. The social and public health implications are stark, with youth and adults alike turning to habitual cannabis use, often initiated in late adolescence. The nation faces the threat of long-term health consequences, increased dependency, and cascading social harms, including lost productivity and the burden on overstretched healthcare systems. Apart from the disruptive consequences of cannabis use on our youths, families, and communities, we know that criminalities, and I'm talking about insurgents, bandits, terrorists, mass kidnappers, and murderers, they all mostly rely on cannabis use before carrying out their dastardly activities, and you, the media. We urge communities across the country, particularly those affected by illicit drug cultivation, to embrace this model and work with the NDLEA in building lawful, productive, and secure livelihoods. In conclusion, let me reiterate that the Alternative Development Program is not just a drug control initiative. It is a people-centered development intervention designed to uplift communities, strengthen national security, and secure Nigeria's future. The NDLEA remains fully committed to expanding this program nationwide in partnership with all stakeholders as we collectively build a safer, healthier, and more prosperous Nigeria in alignment with the renewed hope agenda of the President Tinubu administration.